What's up, guys? Welcome to the FNG Academy. First of all, I just want to say that if you passed SFAS, you should be super proud of yourself. It's a huge accomplishment, and I mean, you did a great thing. Don't let that be enough. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that pass SFAS, and then they go back to their units and they feel like Mr. Big man on campus. So then they never show up to the Q course. What's the point? So you could tell your friends that you passed SFAS and that's it? Like, if it's not about earning the Green Beret, then who cares that you passed SFAS? You're there to get a Green Beret. That's the goal. So let's focus on the guys that passed. You're at your unit. You feel super proud of yourself. You're all ecstatic. You're walking around and everyone thinks that you're the big man on campus. That's awesome. Enjoy that feeling while it lasts, because as soon as you get to the Q course, low man on the totem pole once again. So enjoy that feeling, soak it up, and appreciate it, because the next time you're going to really get that feeling again is when you earn your Green Beret. And I promise you that that moment will be 10 times better than when you pass SFAS. So my biggest tips for the Q course. Tip number one, no excuses. You just have none. So if you made it to this point, you probably aren't an excuse kind of guy. But it's irrelevant. If you go to the Q course and you try to give an excuse for anything, anything, you're gonna create a horrible environment for yourself. You're gonna get noticed by the cadre, and they're gonna try and start weeding you out because you're not the kind of guy that they want. So you're not, and it's just not acceptable. Like, there's no cadre that's gonna hear an excuse and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense, man. Don't worry about it. Just go to class or just go to training and don't worry about it. That's not gonna happen. It is a fucking ruthless environment with those cadre. Outside of like some serious family matters, they're gonna assume that you just can't take care of yourself and that you can't function responsibly. That leads into tip number 2, which is don't ever be late to anything. Pre-formation, there's gonna be 100 dudes or 60 dudes sleeping in their cars, playing games on their phones in their cars, because they're so afraid of being late that they were there an hour early, they take a half-hour nap, and they're still in formation 30 minutes early. So that's the kind of mindset that you have throughout the Q course, is you're not allowed to make mistakes. They will not be tolerated. So for that 2 years, however long it takes you for you to finish, you have to be on your game at all times. The cadre should not know who you are. No showboating. They don't need to know your name. The cadre that's responsible for you from the time that you start the Q course and go through all the phases to the time you get to the end, there's one, and he's just gonna oversee your transition from course to course. You don't want that guy to know you, because you should be on time, you should be crushing the events, passing, and repeating. That's it. Show up on time, right place, right time, right uniform, pass the event with flying colors, and then move on to the next thing. There's no need for him to have you in his office, to be talking to you, to know your name. That's what I did. I didn't think anyone knew me, and then I ended up getting Halo school at the end of the graduation with the top, I think they say 10%, top 10% of the class. And I swear that my cadre had no idea who I was. So, I don't know. Maybe he thought I was someone else and gave me the school. I don't know. The last and final tip for the Q course for your mindset and getting ready, and that is that you need to see every graduation as a huge accomplishment. So your in-doc phase, where you do all your PT and your scheduled events, your ruck marches and all that stuff, is a phase. Passing that is a huge accomplishment. You should crack a beer, hang out with your boys, and celebrate, be happy about it. Don't think about your Green Beret the whole time. That's too long to focus on one end goal. You'll get too distracted. Your goal should be graduate. Each phase should be viewed as like a graduation. You should be proud of yourself. You should be motivated all hell to get to the next iteration. You go to SEER school, you graduate SEER school, best feeling. And after that, you go to MOS. You should be excited to go, and then super proud of yourself for finishing. You keep that mindset, before you know it, you're at Robin Sage, you're at language, and you're weeks away from getting your Green Beret. So those are my tips, guys. First of all, congratulations for passing SFAS. That's a huge accomplishment. But show up to the Q course. The goal is to get your Green Beret, not just a showboat in front of your friends at whatever unit you went back to. Second, I appreciate all the subscribers that are coming for this content. It's really important. I got a lot coming to you guys that's going to be super valuable. We got the book coming out soon. Book's going phenomenally. I think it's going to provide a lot of really good stuff for you guys. We got the FNG podcast dropping soon. There's just a ton of things, man. It's going to be a great experience for me, and I'd love to take you guys on the ride, and hopefully you learn a lot and don your Green Berets and, you know, join the brotherhood. All right, guys. See ya.